Hello and welcome. This is Ghost Dimension.
Coming up on Ghost Dimension.
Do you want that?
Jump over.
Yeah, I'm over here. Proof that there is an afterlife to us right now. Hello? Whoa, what was that?
Whoa, where's the ram?
I don't know. It's over
Look
there.
at that.
Ghost Dimension.
Tonight we head to the east of England to investigate hauntings in a museum. It's believed to be so haunted, poltergeists taunt paranormal teams that come here. Welcome to the hauntings of the Village Open Air Museum, Skegness. Originally known as Holly House, it was built around 1760 and it still stands proud to this very day. There is a building here called the White Cottage. It didn't belong here and was actually brought here in 1980. Did this building travel alone, or did it bring something more sinister along with it? Before we start our investigation, we meet tonight's psychic medium Lee to find out what he can sense may be haunting at the village.
Hi Lee, so you are a psychic medium that's joining us tonight.
Yep.
How long have you been a psychic medium?
I've been developing it now for probably the last 6 to 7 years. Still developing, but moving on really quickly.
And we're investigating the village tonight. So when we were walking around before, Lee, you were picking up energy that was coming towards you, and it was to this White Cottage.
Yep.
What is it you were picking up?
There's actually a male that resides here. He mainly goes into the back room. The first time I ever came here, I was given the image of a man that was hanging, quite a young man. I'd say between 19 and 21, no older than that. And he was just down the hall there, and he was literally just hanging there, and that really sort of shook me the first time I came here.
So do you think that presence in the other room could have done that, or do you think
he's quite mischievous as well, and he will follow us around tonight.
To show himself.
Yeah.
Do you think we're safe?
As long as you keep your wits about you and just know when to end things, he will try and pick you off one by one.
Really?
And he does that by, usually he'll give you a little prod. He's done it to me. He'll poke you in the side. He'll make you feel like you want to be sick. He's quite a nasty one.
God.
So he gave you a name before?
Yeah.
And it was Joseph?
Yeah.
Okay. And where's this man come from?
I believe he actually is something to do with the building on the past level that was not where it was taken from, not actually here, but where the building was originally from. I feel is associated to the land,
So he's
and he's come along with the building. Yeah.
He was brought here then?
Yeah, with the building. So Lee, is everything original?
I believe
the
so.
beams and the bricks, everything's original that we see?
Yeah, I believe so. It was originally moved, I think it was the early 90s it arrived here.
Right, yeah.
And they tried to keep it as original as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why there could be so much energy, because this building's brought with it the energy from where it was.
Definitely.
Was there a fire as well on the top floor?
I've not been made aware of a fire on the upper levels, as I've not had access to the upper levels. But it's possible.
Have you picked up anything in this? I mean, this is a separate part of the same building. Have you picked up any feelings of anybody in here as well as that man?
Just the male.
Just
in
the
this
male?
particular area, there's one male that resides here, but he comes in from the room that we've just come from into here, and he follows people in here, and he will sort of, it's like he likes to jump out on you as such, and take you by surprise. But 1 minute the atmosphere can be perfectly fine in this room, and the next
Change.
it can just feel really negative.
God.
Lee sensed a negative spirit in the White Cottage. Would he show his presence tonight? Now we head to the schoolroom in the village to learn more.
So Lee, we're in the barn at the moment, and this is a school area part of the barn. Are you picking up any energy? Is anybody here?
Yeah. As soon as we walked into the building, I was made aware of the soldier who is actually in the room at the side of us. He comes through into this area.
And the room at the side is the...
That's the war room, where they have a lot of old uniforms, a lot of war memorabilia, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I believe he's attached to one of the uniforms that was brought here.
So this entity, this man again, is not the same man from that maybe
No,
residing
this
in
one
other
is
places?
just completely separate. I believe it's World War II, that sort of period, but he floats around between this room and the next one.
So, you know, when a spirit comes into this room, for example, and it's obviously a classroom, does he see that, or does he see something different?
He basically sees what he would have seen. He's reenacting how it
Right.
was.
Yeah.
He's just replaying its residual, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what have you picked up in this room?
This
Oh.
room in particular, there is a strong female presence in this room.
Really?
I believe she's actually the teacher who used to teach children. She's quite a stern woman, as John said before. She's not negative in any way, but she will give you a grimacing look and let you know that she's here.
She's here.
She
Do
is,
you pick
she's
up
in
on
this
any
room a lot.
names of what this teacher...
She would not give me her name before. She actually put what I class as a veil. It's when they try and blank out to shield themselves to stop you from getting information. But after looking at some of the pictures, I identified her on the pictures as being the teacher.
This stern teacher?
Yeah.
How do you see the figure? Do you see her in colour or...?
No, I don't see her physically. I see her in like my mind's eye, and it's like an imprint that she gives me, and sometimes they play it back and it's like you have gone back there, and it's kind of like you're in a dream, but you're not, you see what they're seeing.
It's funny because as Lee was saying that, I heard a bang just by the chair, and it was as if somebody had just walked into the chair. I heard a dull thud over there, so maybe it's already started to heat up the location.
Possibly. This is her space.
This is hers, isn't it?
So we're in her space.
Yeah.
Once again, Lee has sensed spirits that were inside the location, that may be the cause of the paranormal activity, and was drawn to the war room, so we head in.
So Lee, we were just in the classroom and you said there was a male presence attached to a uniform that had come through.
Yeah.
Is he still in here?
He's in here as we speak.
Really?
I was made aware of him when we was in the other room.
Yeah.
He was acknowledging that he was in here. He was tapping and banging.
Yeah.
He's telling me something about the uniform's not here. He's attached to a uniform, but the uniform's been moved. The uniform was here. I think it's actually the one that has gone into the foyer.
Oh God.
So he's quite upset that his uniform's been taken from here.
And one of the figures from the foyer?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it used to be in here.
his uniform is attached to one of the pieces that was here, and they've now moved it, and he wants the uniform bringing back here because it should be here. He's telling me it should go
In this room?
This room, yeah.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah.
I can feel this warm heat in here, and it's freezing in this entire building. Is that him?
Possibly, yeah. He will affect the temperature. He's not negative in any way, but he will let you know that he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you see for the breath. It's cold, but it feels warm where your hands are.
He actually gave me his name.
I was about to say that.
The last time I was here, he gave me Sergeant O'Donnell.
Oh, okay.
Sergeant O'Donnell.
Sergeant O'Donnell.
So you spoke to the spirit before?
Yeah.
So he knows you, so
Yeah.
he's come through to see you, sort of. That's good.
Okay. What could we do in this room to encourage him?
So I think if you was to move some of the display,
Yeah.
he will react to it and he may put it back. I know that he does like to move things around in this room, so I think if he was to move things, he will.
So that could have been him, that chinking noise. possibly,
Exactly, yeah.
Moving an object in this room?
Yeah.
So is it true that older spirits can manipulate things and move them, and it
Over
doesn't
time,
have to always just be a child or a young?
No, over time as they gain more energy and they become more powerful, they can then do bigger and better things.
Alright, okay. That's really good for tonight then, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Lee had sensed even more spirits in the war room, and with so much to investigate, we started our investigation in the barn, while Paul investigated the White Cottage.
Okay, so we're about to go on our duel.
Yeah, and investigate the schoolroom.
Schoolroom and war room, and it is so cold.
So we're
it's
going to
unbelievable.
get inside and show you what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If anything happens.
God, it's cold. Can't see.
This is absolutely dark. It's pitch black.
Mine's all fuzzy because...
Can't see.
Oh,
that's
okay,
a wren.
that's
That'll be
okay,
yours.
that's
That'll be
us
yours.
going
It's a
past.
REM pod. Whoa, okay. Thank you. Maybe that wasn't us.
Alright.
That then was a tap in the corner and the REM going off, and we've not even got to the destination. This is just one of the rooms in here.
I've not even put the thing on that I've got with me. I've got a static detector, and this side's green and this side's red. So if green goes off, we know we've got a positive spirit. If red goes off, obviously negative spirit. And we just come into the building, not even hit our destination. REM pod's going off and something's clicking above us. So
Let's go through.
let's go through. Yeah,
That's us.
that's us. Okay, schoolroom.
Okay, so I've come into the White Cottage, where there's a gentleman supposedly called Joseph, has been picked up in here. Lee, the medium, has seen a figure of a gentleman hanging in here, so I'm going to see if he's going to come and talk to me. I've put a couple of REMs on the floor. There's one over there, you might be able to see a very faint blue light, and there's one just in there. So we're going to see if he'll come and talk to me. Trigger those in a few minutes. I'm going to go and touch the sticks that are in this corner, which apparently he doesn't like, and I really don't care whether he likes it or not. I want him to do something. I want to know that he's here, so I'm going to call out.
Okay, I'm just going to get a REM off. Okay.
Okay, so
What?
can I put that down somewhere, I think?
Yeah, see there. Bex,
Yeah.
what I'll get this school costume on and see if I can capture anything.
Yes, good idea. So while Sean's getting that on, I'm going to video him. Leave it on. There we go. Instantly, it's freezing, obviously, because it is a cold, cold building.
Yeah.
We've got knocks and taps already since we enter.
Can you... is your teacher in here? Can you do something and let us know you're here? Hello?
Do you hear it? Do you hear that?
The tap over
Yeah. I'm over here. Are you over here? Are you a pupil? And is it because Sean's got the what would you call it?
It's the teacher's
Overall
Overall.
type thing. Is it because Sean's Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was a chair. That was a chair moving. What was that?
Let's go behind where the teacher would have.
Yeah, you go there, and I'll stay here, where the kids would have gone. Okay. The flashing light is just the IR light. See, if I cover it, you can't see it. Do you feel it? Right, you've just got a massive orb gone up
from me, so something's
Not
here.
from you, but just to the side of you. So something's definitely here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh my
whoa!
God.
Where's the REM?
I don't know. It's over there.
There. That was the REM
That was
pod.
where we heard the click.
Yeah.
So you
And again there.
a click over there. So something's definitely in this room. Do you hear that?
I did. That was a. This, as soon as I've sat in this chair.
Something's happening.
Okay.
No. I can't.
That's in the other room. That's the other room. There shouldn't be anything on.
Let's go through to the room.
It's like the animals.
Everything's switched off.
This is where you lived. This was your home. Do you know it's been moved? It's not on the original plot of land. Oh, and the REM just went off. I don't know if you got that, but the REM in that room just went off when I asked if he knew that it was not on the original plot of land. And that one's going off now. I don't know why that's doing that. That's very odd. It should not be doing that. Let me go over and have a look. And I think we'll try touching his sticks as well.
That's me with the REM.
Just move that REM over there.
This is weird. This is weird. This is weird.
Wow, what's going on?
Is all the animal noises. That is only activated by that button.
Everything's turned off.
I'll turn it off.
REM pod's going off as well.
It's activity straight away. Should we go back through?
Yeah. I'll just stop that from going off. Do you feel any difference in the cloak? What the fuck?
What the hell?
Hello?
No, I don't know. You can see that's going absolutely bananas. That's got a new battery in it, so it can't be the battery unless there's been some battery drain. So now we're down to one REM. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that REM from the other room and I'm going to put it in front of the sticks where that other one has just died. So this is going to go off as I pick it up. I'm just going to walk back in here. Where did I put it? Where the other one was. I'll reset it. Okay, so let's see if that one goes off now. Joseph, are you here? Did you just set my other machine off?
That was weird. Just go through.
That's me. That's me. Okay, so you've certainly given us lots of activity. Can you give us more? Can you show us yourself? Can you give us a name?
No way, that came from there. That's the war room.
I've also got the Ovilus 3. I know that's not for everybody, but it's been quite an interesting tool for us, so I'm going to switch this on and see if Joseph or anybody else that might be in here wants to come and say something.
was the war room. Can you make us a big noise? Listen to this.
Come on, 3 big taps back.
I heard that.
That was the war room.
Yeah. Should we go in there? Let's take this off.
Clear noises could be heard, which seemed to be coming from the war room, so we head in to follow them.
Let's take this device as well. This device has gone on.
Little chairs sitting in a room.
Thanks, hang on. What's going on with this? There's a light.
It's on top.
It's drained it.
No.
Let me just
No.
check it by you here. No static. Whatever was here has... Did you hear that? Whatever was here has drained this device. This is fully brand new with a battery, and it's drained it within a few moments.
Did you hear that?
Growl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in there. We've got to go in there.
Come on then. Okay, we're going to come in here now. Oh,
Ooh,
did you see that?
like a shadow.
Yes. I saw that in the room upstairs when I was in my lone vigil.
Now this is a nicer energy in here.
Yeah. However, if you move things, he tends to move it back again.
So you're going to move something?
Yeah. I move this to there, right to the edge. Let's see if it moves back. Okay, you in here?
Come and join myself and Bex. Make us a noise like you did before when we were in here interviewing Lee.
Are you angry because your suit has been moved? Somebody's tapping me on the head. Somebody's
tapped
tapping
you.
me on the head. I had that before.
So if you're here, can you speak? Crossover. That says crossover. Does that mean you don't want to be here? You want to move over to the other side? Does it mean that you know you've died? Did you hang yourself, Joseph? Had you had enough of life? Had something happened to you that you just couldn't carry on? So you decided to hang yourself, but something's gone wrong. You haven't crossed over.
Prove to us that you exist. Prove that there is an afterlife to us right now. Tell us your story. Tell us how you died and how you want to be remembered.
As we investigated the war room, we could not believe what we heard. A voice which appears to say, "Help me." Was this the trapped spirit that was communicating with us?
And how you want to be remembered. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What?
I'm sorry, I had to zoom in. There was a man over there. Please, sir. Tap really loud if you can.
Can you hear footsteps?
Yeah. Sir. Listen, listen. Would you like you heard it tapping?
Yeah. And a voice?
Would you like your suit back? Yeah, he said yeah.
But that was through there. Can you hear that? It's like big voices.
Yeah. full-blown conversation, and this place is completely...
That's 2 men.
Thank you. Can you do something else for us, please?
Do you communicate with the teacher in the other room as well? Are you able to see each other?
It's freezing cold here already. It's winter still, but this room's just gone much colder. So I don't know why that's happened, but it feels a lot colder. What does that mean? Does it mean I'm in your house? You're in your house? What does that mean, Joseph? Help. Now it wants help. Is that right, Joseph? You want help? Do you want help to cross over? How can I help you? Can you make a noise in this room for me? Just... I thought I heard a noise in there. Hop. Hop. Now that doesn't necessarily mean hop, skip and jump, but it could be something to do with brewing. Homemade brew and hops, perhaps, I don't know. I could be clutching at straws here. Another farm reference. But I'm not sure.
So, it's such a nice atmosphere though, isn't it? But it's a little daunting when you...
It feels safer than other parts of this place.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you make another noise for us, please?
I wonder if it feels safer because the people in here protected,
Yeah,
you know, for their country.
they protected.
So it's in their blood to protect.
Yeah.
Did you hear that behind me?
Yeah. I think that was in the schoolroom. Should we just head back in?
Yeah. Right, we're going to leave this area. We'll be back. But if you can move that back for me.
That'd be great.
Did you hear that?
What was it?
In there, schoolroom. Hello? Whoa, what was that? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
That was like a
Yeah.
scraping of a boot. That was a chair.
Listen. That was the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. Can't believe they did it. I really can't. I'm really amazed. To the spirits that are in this room with us right now, can you make something fall on the floor, even if it's a piece of chalk or a chalkboard? Can you make it fall on the floor right now? There's a light behind you. There's a light behind you. Up by the doorway. There's a light. You've drained our equipment. You drained our phones at the start of the investigation. You've surely mustered up enough energy to now be able to move something. So can you move one of these chairs or a desk or a chalkboard? Can you write?
I heard that.
I know.
Tap.
Do you hear that? Grunt. I go,
Facing behind me, I think you can see those sticks. Let's go and give those sticks a prod. Just going to put the ovolus down on the table. Oh, we're going to go over into this corner. Are these yours? What did that say? Or, it said O-R. I don't know if you can see that in night vision, but O-R. Or. So, I'm going to touch these sticks. I got very close just now and the ovilus spoke. See your arms again. And we are about to touch the sticks, and I'm touching them now. See my hand? Joseph, do you not like people touching these sticks for some reason? Uh-oh. There's the ovilus again. And person. Person now it's said. Joseph, I know you are a person. You were a person with a solid body once. And now you are in spirit. Because you either took your own life or you died of natural causes. And we don't know which at the moment. Can you tell me which? Printed. Clutching here, possibly making things up as I go along, but are you trying to say that the cause of your death is in print? Was there an inquest? Did it make the newspapers? Was it an obituary?
Scratching again.
Yeah.
Scratching on the wall.
Is the teacher here? Are we talking to the teacher?
It's a little.
Tap, 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 tap. Can you tell us your name? What?
I heard the voice.
What, like?
Oh. Sir.
You coming out? You thought that was in there?
That was in there. That was in there. That was a chair. That was a chair.
I'm going to say thank you now. Base. I think he's telling me to go back to base. We have a base, and I think maybe that's what he's saying. He's had enough and he wants me to go back to base. So I'm going to... What was that? I just saw something out of the corner of my eye just as I looked away from the camera, and it was something low towards the floor. I'm not sure what it was.
The village was full of spirit activity, and before we investigate more, we meet Emma, a paranormal investigator, to learn more about what she has experienced in the main house, and Lee to see what he senses psychically.
So Emma, what experiences have you had in here?
Well, when we were sat round the table, we had a few members of staff with us and team members, and we were doing some calling out, asking if there's anyone there, and to give us a sign. And we had something touch our legs underneath the table.
Wow.
Under this table?
Yeah.
Did you ever find out who it was?
We did ask, and apparently it was a small boy, beginning with the letter J, and I didn't find out till later on the actual name.
How did you ask?
We had a few K2s on the table, and we asked if it's a boy, can you please come and affect this equipment on the table? So it went straight up to red. So
You linked it together.
yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so we'll search for that tonight then.
See if we can get poked in the leg.
Yeah?
No.
Lee, we've now come into the farmhouse in the village. Have you felt anything while we've come into the room? Are you sensing any energy? Anybody that's here?
Yeah, there's actually a female in this area.
Okay.
She shows herself as, I would say, probably late 40s, not overold. The image she was giving me before was that she was like rocking a child, but there's no child there. It's like she lost the child. and that's what she's searching for.
Would she have lived here?
I believe so, yeah.
Do you have any names?
The name I was given originally when I first came was Mary.
Mary. And any dates?
I would say late 1800s.
Right, okay.
And is she a residual energy, or is she an energy that is here in the
She's
present?
very intelligent, this one.
She's very
She
intelligent.
will respond, and she has been known to shout at people
Really?
physically in their ear and tell them to get out.
So is she nice in general, or is it because she's had that experience of maybe losing the baby, she's upset, and that's why she's angry at people? Or is she just angry in general?
I think it's more of the frustration
Yeah.
that she can't find this baby, and she's kind of, it's like she's looking on people as you're doing investigations, and she knows what's going on, and she's getting frustrated with it.
Right.
She doesn't like people kind of doing anything in this house that's paranormal. She's tired of it, and she does get grumpy.
Oh, okay.
Emma and Lee had given their experiences downstairs, and with the activity also happening upstairs, we head up with Lee and meet John, a paranormal investigator who has also had experiences here.
Lee, we've come up to this area of this building upstairs because you felt a presence resides here.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
There's actually residual energy on this level. There's 2 children that play on this level. I've witnessed the rope, myself and John have witnessed this rope actually swinging by itself. The same night, around 2:30 AM, myself and Jason were sat in the doorway, and we had the doll in the glass cabinet behind us. We physically saw the doll move.
It moved?
Yeah.
How much did it move around?
Ever so slightly, but enough for us both to look at
Yes.
each other and question and say, did you just see
Oh my God.
what I saw? And we both did, yeah.
So why is that doll in the case?
I believe it's in the case to preserve it.
So that's like an original?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Wow. So what ages do you pick up in this room?
8 and 11,
Oh, girls, boys?
one of each.
Oh.
Wow. And again, did they live here?
I believe they did, yeah.
Could they be connected to the lady that had the lost baby?
Mary.
I think the lady with the baby is completely separate. This is someone else. I think the lady with the baby is more likely to be like a servant type.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she worked here as a servant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas the children reside here, I believe they was actually living here.
Okay. Brilliant. John, you've investigated up here before. What experiences have you had?
While we're up here, as Lee said about the rope swaying, we also caught like a shadow figure that seemed to be darting about in the small room there.
Is that right?
That was also seen, because there's a stained glass window that you can see from the staircase. It was also seen on there, as well as just in front of us there's like a maid's room. When we were doing calling out in here, we were getting noises in there, and then the noises were also coming from there. So as you were going from one area, it was like something was playing with you and trying to draw your attention to the different places.
It's like pulling you from one to the other.
Yeah.
And how do you personally feel up here?
There is you get a feeling of though there is something around. It's like a busy feeling, as though it's more like an echo of the past sort of thing, where something's just wandering about and stuff like that. Whether or not it feels as though it's conscious of us, it's more like a videotape, just like
Just
repeating
going
of a
along.
daily nature, of jobs that's been done.
After hearing Emma, Lee and John's experiences in Holly House, Sean was keen to investigate the lower floor, and Paul headed over to the barn to see if any spirits would communicate in the engine room.
So I've got a crystal and a teddy and a REM pod and this device here, which is called a ghost detector. If anything comes near me or into the field around me, this will go off. I'm in the house again.
I'm now in what's called the engine room. Look at the size of that traction engine. Get a little bit closer to it. That is a beast.
And I'm investigating downstairs to try and encourage the children. I've brought a teddy and a crystal to draw the energy and a REM pod and this ghost detector, so if anything comes near me it lights up. And the reason I brought the crystal is that crystals are believed to increase spiritual activity and energy, so hopefully that might do it. And obviously the teddy, well, I want that to encourage children in here. Okay, is any spirits, any people, any children in here that are said to be playful in this house? Can you make a noise for me or give me a sign? Come and join me and show me you're here. Hello? Is there a lady in here? I'm going to say that again, there was a noise. Hello, is there a lady in here? It's a growling noise. Hello, is there a lady in here? Hello?
We're going to see if anything's going on in here for a minute. Number 5. Also brought the ovilus again. Had some pretty good stuff off the ovilus before in the White Cottage. It's been a very, very eventful night so far on night 1. So let's see if the ovilus has got anything to say to us. I do a little bit of calling out. That's the back of the engine, if you can see it. Is there anybody in here with me? Can you make a noise?
Whoa, 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 whoa. There was a tap at the wall. Show yourself. Was that you? Please come and join me. I'm going to go through to this room and see if I can see anything else. As I say, it's really, really dark in here. Okay, I'm going to stand by this table. This is where you said to touch people. Can you come and touch me? Something just touched my leg. Something just touched. Ah!